going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are currently on our way up into the West Virginia Highlands to look for one of my favorite salamanders and one of the coolest amphibians that the state has to offer, and that is the green salamander, Aeneades aeneas. Earlier this year, Frank and I went to this location to try for them, but we didn't have any luck, and I think it was just a little bit too cold and perhaps too early in the season. But now that it's pretty much May 1st and 65 degrees, we think that our chances are going to be a lot higher. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me, and we'll probably find some interesting bycatch as well. But even if we don't find anything, herping is always a fun time. It rained pretty much like all last night and this morning a little bit, so the conditions out there on the rock cuts should be pretty pristine. So I will update you guys when we get to the spot. Had to pull off the side of the road real quick just to give you guys a look at this sunset. So we made it to the spot. The spring peepers are calling, and I also hear whippoorwills, which is really cool. And I'm gonna walk up this road a bit and meet up with Frank here in a second, and then we're gonna get to looking for some green salamanders. And on the way over, we have our first herp of the night, the humble American toad.
Healthy, but man, they look gross.
Yeah.
I think I had the
Get a room.
customer we've ever.
We're headed down into the green salamander spot now. There's a little whirly salamander right here on this rock. There's another pretty whirly. And whirly number 3 right here.
Oh, you got a third one?
It's the one you saw. Here's a new species for the night. The ever-present northern slimy salamander. Moving its way through some sticks. So this is pretty cool. We have 3 species of plethodon all right next to each other. We have the northern slimy salamander, Plethodon glutinosus, on the right, and then we have the very common eastern redback, Plethodon cinereus, in the middle, and then crawling up there on the left is a Plethodon whirlii, the whirly salamander. Well, I wish I would have got that on camera, but I just took a nasty spill, and the reason for that is because Frank said, "Oh!" And we got a green salamander right here. And it is a beauty.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So the green salamander, Aeneades aeneas. This is a super interesting amphibian, and you can see that distinctive green and black modeling pattern going on all throughout the body from head to tail. And that is so that they can blend into their lichen-covered rock habitats, as we can see around us here. They also have extremely flat bodies, which allows them to navigate through their small crevices and cracks. And they also have square toes, which is one of their adaptations to help them climb. But I mean, how can you not like a green and black salamander? Such a cool animal. Some behind the scenes looks at Frank Gebhard working on a project. He's got quite the videography setup for these things. Look how crispy that is. So I walked around this corner over here, and we have our second green salamander of the night working its way down the wall. It's a little bit of a smaller one, but it's exciting to see more than one individual, which is something we haven't had here in a while. Here's a better look at the second green salamander I found. And Frank's working on the main one right now. It's the face of concentration right there.
Something funny, Braidster?
So we're all finished up photographing this guy and gonna give him a nice bath before he heads off back to his rock. And get ready to see some bangers on your screen here in a minute. Looks like there's some evidence of those toads we saw earlier getting it on in here. Moving all over this little pup.
Active little guys.
All right, dude.
You got your keys?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Later.
All right, later, bro.
Well, there you have it, guys. 2 beautiful green salamanders to end the night on. And I hope you guys can understand why I think that they're so awesome and why I hyped them up so much from watching that, because those amphibians are so cool and I am so privileged to live 10 minutes from them up here in the Allegheny Highlands. The last time that I saw like a good-sized adult outside of a crack was back in 2023, I believe. I've seen juveniles and adults in cracks recently, but nothing that I could have photographed. So that was a goal of mine that I got to cross off tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you liked the photos. And if you are within the range of the green salamander, I highly recommend you getting out there and trying to find one, because it really is an eye-opener species, not only in the herpetological world, but just creatures in general. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you later.